Hi, I'm Jo and I'm a photographer. I'm going to be doing a workshop session with you today. It's going to be a photography framing challenge. We will use some viewfinders to frame and to make stories about our daily lives at the moment. The viewfinders will allow you to draw a picture and to tell a story of your day. Now, you might be thinking, what's a viewfinder? Which is a reasonable question. So a viewfinder is something that you often find in cameras. It can be something that you look down in to view find. It can be a little tool like this that you look through like this to view find. And that's how you compose your picture. So to start with, we're going to make our own viewfinders that look like this. They can also look like this and be used on a simple piece of cardboard. You can use an A4 sheet, a cereal box, anything that you've got. A viewfinder itself, it's a tool and it's used in painting, in photography, in filmmaking. It helps you isolate certain parts of a scene. This is so that you can look at the image in a certain way and create meaning, or make the image look its best. This is often referred to as composition. Now, the second question you have is, how do I make a viewfinder? I've added a small instruction video after this one where you can follow the steps and make your own. It's a really fun activity and you can even customise them like I have here. And I've created these little pegs that help you feel like you're taking a picture, but feel free to do whatever you want with your own. What happens if you don't have any materials? Don't worry. I've made an A4 sheet about how to frame using only your fingers. This is something that you've probably done before or seen done before. You can frame like this and use that as your viewfinder. So if you don't have any materials, you can still join in.
To make your viewfinder, the easiest way is to get an A4 piece of paper, fold it in half, cut like I'm showing you in the video. That's the easiest way to do it. You can also use card, you can customise it, you can paint it, but if you cut in the middle, cut round a square in the middle, that's the easiest way to have your own viewfinder. You can also use a Stanley knife or a craft knife to cut a square right in the middle.
Once we've made our viewfinders and we're ready to go, we will use our viewfinders to look. Looking is a really important part of photography. You can bring your viewfinder around home. That's what's great about these little ones. They're super portable. You can have this size, whatever works for you. You can take it around your home, on your daily walk, around a shop, anywhere that you want to take it. The tiny space in the middle, sat just here, is what you'll use to look through. This is how you will compose your image. You will use this finder to do what photographers, filmmakers and painters all do. Cut off everything else and help you focus on one small little place. This can be in a landscape. This could be a flower. This could be a scene at home. This could be a person. This could be whatever you decide. Use your viewfinder to look up, to look down, to look left, to look right. Angle it. Have a play with it. See what you can see through the viewfinder. See how the world looks when you isolate objects. Then find what you are happy with. So there'll be one frame that you pick throughout the entire day or however long you choose to do this activity for. Once you're happy with what is in your frame, and that's what you've decided is your final view, you will select it, which is basically just making sure that it's there. And what you can do is you can draw it.
Now, when it comes to framing, you might think, where do I start? What do I frame? It can be anything. So I've just made this video showing you what I framed. So I left my house, I had a look around, what was there, what was in my garden, what was around me. So that happened to be my dog. I went on a walk, I looked at things, moving the frame in and out, looking at a different perspective, trying to see all different ways of moving the frame so I could look at things that I usually look at as a big wide open scene, just closely and really pay attention to details. And then I went back home and had a look at what I could see inside. What are the things that speak about me and who I am? What do I like? Can I make portraits? Can I make still lifes?
You can use the following to help you. These really help me when I'm thinking about making an image. Who are you looking at? What are you looking at? When is this happening? Where are you? Why have you picked that view? How did you choose? So these are all things that you can think about while making the image, and take forward these questions to the next exercise. So again, who are you looking at? What are you looking at? When is this happening? Where are you? Why have you picked that view? And how did you choose what you would frame? For the drawing exercise part of the activity, so you've decided what you're going to frame. Now you can make what you saw and share it. Draw a frame or use the templates provided. So I've just drawn these two images. These look like Polaroids, which are old film type images. So you can draw what it was you decided to frame. So I decided to draw something from my bedroom window and the view that I wish I had, but unfortunately that is not my real view. If you use this square space to draw your picture, and then you'll see you have some space below here. That space is to write about your image. If you use the prompts from before, so who are you looking at? What are you looking at? When is this happening? Where are you? Why have you picked that particular view? And how did you make that image? How did you choose to frame that? Why was it important? So you can write, for example, I have written on this one here. So you can do a simple line drawing, or you can choose to colour something in. It's completely up to you. The view from my window, it makes me feel happy. This was in the afternoon. Or this one, which is my imaginary view. The view from my morning walk in the Yorkshire Dales, it was my special moment of the day. So just something simple like that. If you want to take this further and you're really enjoying it, you can write a story about your view. Now, you might be thinking, are there any rules? What do I have to follow? What is it I have to do exactly? There are only 3 rules. 1, create something. Whatever that is, just create something. 2, nothing is a mistake. There isn't a win or a fail. This is just a make exercise. It's all about making. Number 3, the most important rule, the one that you have to follow, is have fun with what you're doing. And when you have finished all of that, you might think, what's next? Well, firstly, thank you for taking part and thank you for finishing the exercise. Next, I'm going to be teaching you some photography basics. So there will be some little workshops like this where you get to learn some photography basics. You've already learned about composition and framing today, but next time we're going to actually be taking some pictures and telling stories through our daily life using multiple images. So not just 1 frame, 4 frames. I can't wait to share this next exercise and some basic camera technique tips with you and see what you all make.